Hi everyone, this is Amaya Tala and I help people shift from surviving to thriving. Welcome again to my channel, and today I am going to be giving a reflection about our another van life video. And this video is when we finally received our new van, because we ordered it online and it was delivered to us. So this video shows you our reaction when it was delivered to us and we were scoping it out, seeing what it's all about, because it was just on the pictures online, and it's like one of those things where you think about, is this a scam? Is this actually happening? Is this real? Because we had a pretty good deal for this van, because we were very lucky, but I think it was manifestation. I think this van was really meant for us, because when we found this van online, there were no pictures, but the price was really good and the mileage was really good. It was low mileage, it was like 80k or something like that. It's a 3500 Ram Pro Master Extended, which is what we had in our minds to get. And it was an Amazon van, which is amazing because, you know, it's a better deal than, you know, those that are not Amazon van. And you know, low mileage. It looks, I mean, all of the features that it had on the page was great, you know, but it had no pictures. So I think that's the reason why not a lot of people really took it seriously. But we had enough time and effort in us to contact the dealership for pictures and more information, and it turned out that the pictures look great. I think they sent it to us or something like that, but I don't think they ever updated the actual page on cargurus.com. That's where we got our van, and it was a pretty good deal. And then the dealership actually made a mistake, because they put on the page that shipping is free, and when we actually bought the van, apparently the shipping was not supposed to be free, but then because they put it on the page, they honored it, so our shipping was free. So we were just so lucky and so ecstatic, and when we actually received the van, it was pretty good. And now we've been living in the van for like almost a year now, I think. Well, we started living here, I think, April. More than a year now. Part of it was no build kind of setup, and then part of it, starting September last year, was when we actually built most of the things that you see here in our van. So we've been living here for more than a year now, and we call our van Neroon, and Eddie's the one who's gonna explain to you that name. It's a beautiful name, and the first time I saw her, even through the pictures, I knew there was something there. She's a special van. Even though she looks like any other Amazon van, there's just something with her. Her energy was very regal and royal and nurturing and warm. Something about her is different, and I felt that when I saw her on the pictures immediately. And it's as if everything just came together easily. Everything, it was flawless, seamless. We had to, I mean, specifically Eddie had to talk to the dealership and come up with, you know, negotiations and, you know, little, you know, things that you deal with when you're buying a vehicle, like warranties and everything like that. It was a back and forth, but for the most part, overall, the process was very smooth. And the van was here, I can't remember, maybe in a couple of weeks. And it felt like a manifestation that just laid on our laps seamlessly and smoothly. And that's what I've always wished for my manifestations. I want my manifestations to come in smoothly, seamlessly, because I've had manifestations that come in like a tower moment, lightning moment, where everything just falls apart and things change for the better, but like it's stressful. But I think this is one of my manifestations that just came in like that. Like, it just was very, whoop, is right there, you know? And I'm happy that it came in like that. Now, the journey to get this van was a very arduous, I don't know how you say that. It was a very arduous one. And, you know, we had to save a lot for this van. We saved a lot of money that we thought we needed for this van, but then eventually we realized that we needed more money than we have saved to actually build the van that will really suit us 24 hours, 24/7, you know, in this van. Because we wanted some kind of comfort and convenience, efficiency in our van as we built it out. It's something that we kind of, like, the vision kind of changed as we were building the van. We could have made the van very cheap. We could have built it out very cheaply, like other, you know, YouTube videos. Like, you only need a couple of brands to build, you know, a van or whatever setup you have. But we were gonna be in here 24/7, and we wanted our lifestyle to be easier. We wanted our lifestyle to be, you know, more flawless and smooth. And so we had to purchase some things that made that possible, you know, like the solar panel, the fridge, the freezer, the better, like a microwave that can do 8 in 1 all of those things, because we only had a small amount of space, so we can't have different appliances for different things. We needed a multi-purpose appliance. So that's just one of the things that we had to kind of pay a little bit more premium for, but you know, at the end of the day, we still had some money prepared a little bit. Now, we will talk about the financial aspect of this van build later on, because that one is also another challenge that we had. But we are starting to take control of that, starting to manage that really well. And we are going to share that later on in our other videos. But with this specific video that we have, it was just seeing the van that we purchased in front of us and being in it was just, it literally was a dream come true. It is a dream come true to really just see the physical evidence of what we were thinking about, of what we were envisioning. And at the same time, it was also a marker of what's to come, of the adventure, the journey that's to come, because we had to actually build the van after that. We actually had to be more detailed about the design, the planning, and actually put it into action. And that was not easy. We learned a lot of things. We were amateurs, we were rookies. A big amount of the time that we spent building this van was on just learning what to do, going to YouTube videos, going to ChatGPT, to Google, to figure out things that we want to be in the van. And they're not easy, so you know, it's a cool journey. But going back to the episode, because that's a lot of things to talk about. It was just a marker of a new beginning. It was, things are sinking in, and part of that video is Eddie just kind of like letting out that emotion and feeling of things that are just becoming real and sinking in. And you know, you can see in that moment that rawness of what's coming up when the van came in. So we were just so excited, and we were just, wow, it's like the unfolding of things is just amazing. So I think that's really the main thing in that video. And also just seeing what it's like inside an Amazon van too, because sometimes I would be wondering, well, what's in there? What does it look like? And actually seeing it and the things that we had to take off to clear out the van, we were actually able to sell the fold up package shelves that they have, because we wanted to get rid of it really fast. We had to sell it cheap, and we were able to sell it really fast because of that. But the market price was actually pretty high, and it's in that video as well. Yeah, it was just in our imagination for a long time, and I think this is one of my favorite manifestations, because if you are familiar with manifestation videos, you know, there's a lot of things that you can do to manifest your dream life. This one was one of my easiest one, because I was really able to put my energy in alignment to this reality, and it really just kind of matched that in the physical reality, which is amazing. It was as if a no-brainer. It was as if it's just was supposed to happen, you know. But it started with the imagination, with the intention setting, with planning, putting yourself really in that energy of that's what your life is one of the things that really helped make that a reality. So that was really exciting. And then at the end of the video is the removing the bolts from the Amazon fold-up packaging shelves. That was, Eddie did all of that, and I really want to give him credit for most of the build of the van, because I was mostly about the design and how everything will flow, how it's gonna support our lifestyle, you know, and how things are gonna, in a tiny space, how we're gonna be able to do most of our living tasks on a daily basis without it being too crampy or being too all over the place. That's my take, you know, that's my contribution to this van. But Eddie was like really the hands-on person who really took out all of the gunk, all of the things that needed to be cleared out from this van. And there's going to be more videos about that, of what he had to do to like really prepare this van for the build out. I really am thankful for what Eddie has done. And the last part of this video is showing that, like, removing every bolt that needs to be removed from the van to take out those packaging shelves. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy because obviously this is not a new van. You know, this is a second-hand van, so there's rust and there's things that are just not easy to deal with. So, you know, it just goes to show that if you want to make something happen, you really need to get in there and, you know, get into the grease of things. And that's usually is just part of life. It's just part of making things happen in your life. You have to be really willing to get in the mud, so to speak, and that's what we did. So, and that's why a lot of people would say enjoy the journey, because if you're just doing this for show, or if you're just doing this if it's not really coming from your desire, your inner desire, it's going to be too hard to deal with. So this is, if you really want to do van life, it has to be something that you really want. You really want to experience in your life. This is an adventure. It's a journey. It's like you know, one of those video games that you pick your destiny. I mean, it's not really that, but you pick your adventure. And in that adventure, you might come across monsters or challenges, and you have to really want that kind of life, especially in the real world, you know, because you can't really just, you know, end your video game. This is the real world, and there are real consequences. There are real things that could happen to you. So you have to educate yourself. You have to prepare. You have to really plan, and you have to be really careful about what you do. So, you know, but, you know, on the other side of it, you grow stronger, you become wiser, you learn so many things. You learn who you are if you are in tune with yourself, and if you are paying attention to yourself. It's just this amazing culmination of life, or not culmination, like unfolding of life, that is, I would imagine at the end of your life, you would look back and you'll be like, wow, dang, that was quite an adventure, you know? So you really would have to subscribe to that. And a lot of the people in the world today are, you know, And it's really nobody's fault to a certain extent. We're so used to being just comfortable, comfortable where we are in our couches, which is good. It's nice to experience that every now and then. We would do that. We would just sleep in all day sometimes. But some of us don't know that we are missing another part of life that is just grand and amazing and would teach you a lot about who you are and your power and life and how beautiful life is. So, and van life, I think, is one of those things that will really teach you a lot of things if you are ready and willing, and if you have the proper tools. So speaking of that, if you want the proper tools, if you want the proper mindset and the proper perspective and how to get into this kind of life, not just into this kind of life, but any kind of life that puts you outside of your comfort zone, where you are trying to do something that is outside of the ordinary, I can actually guide you and give you the tools to do that. I have my courses in my website that you can join and purchase that will teach you the principles that will help you glide through this life in the most beautiful way. It's not going to be easy all the time, but it is going to give you the tools to figure out and problem solve and design and tweak and adjust, so that you can actually create the kind of life that you want, the kind of life that really fits you. What you are designed for, what you are meant for, aligned with your purpose, aligned with your imagination, aligned with just what you want to create in your life. So I've applied all of these principles in my life, and I didn't, like I always say in my videos, I didn't come from a privileged background. You can start wherever you are. Usually, in general, I know there's extreme situations, but in general, you can start where you are, and you can start expanding that little creation that you have in your life bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it becomes this big rolling ball that just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and before you know it, your life is gonna be so much different. You're gonna be so much different. And the way that I guide people through this is through not just creating your external life, but also creating that life from within, because that's really the secret to an aligned creation, a creation that comes from you, from your internal self, from your soul. That's something that I teach in my courses, and it's very much interlinked with Mother Nature, because we are Mother Nature, we are made of earth. So we follow the laws of nature. So that is a lot of the principles that I teach is aligned with that, because nature has a lot of wisdom that could really help us and guide us. And nature is very practical. Nature is not someone who's just gonna be like, oh, do this, do that. Nature shows output and outcome, practical, and actually shows you the evidence of, because you literally see it in front of your face, what nature can do all around you, the balance and the harmony, even the power and the wrath, all of those. So nature is a great teacher, a great coach, and a great implementer of the things that we want to create in our life. So it has changed my life, and if you want guidance on that, definitely go to my website and take my courses. I can also give one-on-ones. I have other offerings in there that you can also explore. And I can't wait for you to create the life that you love, the life that really brings out the good in you, brings out the glow in you, and brings out the happiness in you, so that it will reflect and expand and just shine out of you, and it will inspire a lot of people. So please check that out, and please also subscribe and support this channel through following, subscribing, liking, and spreading this, and sharing this to your friends and family. I would really appreciate that. Let's keep our vibes great and beautiful, and I really pray that you continue to create your most beautiful and vibrant life. Until next time.